Welcome to my quest guide on the Spirit of War. As for the requirements, you will need 65 Necromancy and to have unlocked 3,000 souls. And also, you will need food, overloads, your Necromancy, weapon and armor, or Zamorak War Priest to reduce damage. And then to get the souls, you just want to focus and do like the greater communion where you add bones to it, and after you do a ritual, you'll get a certain amount of souls afterwards. So those 3,000 souls is somewhat time locked, as it does take quite a while, but just make sure to add multiplier 2s. You can add 2 multiplier 2s so that once you complete the ritual, for instance right there, I just got 36 souls. And then just in case you don't know how much souls you have, go north. You're able to right click the well of souls. It'll say how many souls you do have. Or you can also just left click it. Keep in mind, if you do have like 50 souls, you're able to unlock tier 2. And then if you have completed the quest room Mythos, it requires 400 souls, in which case you can unlock everything based on the amount of souls and the quest you have unlocked. So let's teleport to the city of Lodestone. If you do not have the Lodestone unlocked, from here you'll simply want to run east and then unlock the Lodestone once you're there. The only issue I have with the Lodestone is it changes your map angle to the most weirdest possible spot ever. Usually it turns your map upside down, but no, it swaps it so you're looking northeast. From the Lodestone, run north. From here, run north to the dock, and we should see like a blue boat. You want to go towards that, towards the water. And this has a little reference back to Nomad's Elegy quest, which was released back in 2016, which was 7 years ago. So once we're here, speak to Karen. She's going to be very hard to see because she is a ghost after all. So you can zoom in, change your camera angle to see her. And you want to speak. And I say, oh, where do you think you're going? He's like, I would like to face Rashka, who's at his cathedral, in which case, accept the quest. Say, what payment do you require? Say, oh, the cost for my ferry to Rashka's is 4 adoles. And then adoles are the name of things placed on the eyes of the deceased. So it's kind of like the Egyptians where they put the little coins above their eye and then mummified them and stuff. Which, I mean, it's pretty interesting. So maybe you might get like a Desert Treasure 2 type of lore going over those adole currencies, but if not, it's perfectly fine. Now she will tell you about 2 boats and 2 NPCs, and that will be about Ed, in which case from here now we want to go north. Well, we want to go east and then north. Once you're here, go in the building. And again, since he's a skeleton. Yep, he's a skeleton. So talk to him. And he'll say, oh, okay. You can rent a boat. So for these options, you want to go on a boat tour, but you want to go option 1, take a boat out on the lake. In which case, it will give you the boat. And voila, We are now swimming, just like in the quest Nomad's Elegy. So, for here, you pretty much, well, it depends. If you have Surge on your armor, you can just surge and stuff, and it'll glitch it out a little bit. If not, you just want to travel and look around, and have your draw distance so that you're able to see pretty far. We'll be wanting to look for 4 adults, which I don't see any right now. I mean, we can take in the nice scenery. It looks pretty good too. Keep wandering around. The souls do wander around, but luckily you're in a kind of like a locked area. Just keep swimming. And there we go, there's the first soul looking thing. If it lets me. Well, oh, okay, there we go. Right here, this is what you want to be looking for pretty much. So once you get close to it, you're able to rescue him. So now we have 1 of the 4. I'll just keep traveling. And I don't think any will be over here, although they do vary from player to player, so my locations may not be where they are for you. Oh, there we go. Let's speak to Sammy. It's not required, but when you do speak to him, well, oh hey look, I guess we can float through rocks. So there we go. We spoke to him, and he'll give us 25 souls. It's not required, but it might be I guess a master trim requirement or something. So that's 1 NPC down. There should be another, in which case it will take a while to find. What this quest does remind me of is maybe we'll be getting a Deadliest Catch 2, where you have to go back overseas to hunt for Dialis, I believe it was. That fish that we have never really defeated. We pretty much just repelled her from attacking the fishing hub. And, oh, it got dark. Yes, there's number 3. Oh, and I guess there's the other NPC. No, come back. And we caught him, there we go. There's the 25 more souls added. Now we just need 1 more painful soul to look for. Ooh, there's Tava. For those that don't know, that's for his fishing rod. So I guess he did die, and he's just fishing forever. And I'll be right back once I find the 4th soul, because this might take quite a while. So, I'll be back. Okay, well that took like 2 minutes to find him, but I finally found the last one. Once you have found the 4th one, we'll want to make our way back to the dock, and you can just surge blade dive, so it helps a little bit quicker. And then make sure you can look on your minimap just in case you don't know where you are at the time. You should be here now. How do I escape this boat? I guess I just go back to where it was. Okay, or not. Actually, wait, I see something right there. Okay, there we go, disembark. So just north of the NPC lady, there is a disembark. So hit option 1 for yes. Now let's go speak to Karen. Wield your weapons. Now this is the boss fight, so right click your prayers or your curses, and I like to have Soul Split, Leech Necromancy Strength, which requires 85 prayer, and Leech Necromancy Attack, which requires 83 prayer. If you don't have that, you can use the Deflect. Actually, no, that's the overhead. You want to use the Sep Necromancy Attack that requires 60 prayer. And to unlock these prayers, you just need to talk to Selena at the chapel that is the southeast location of the cathedral. And we're back. So, speak to Karen. We'll tell her that we have the 4 of those and hit option 1 to yes. Hand them in. In which case, boop, she gives us 25 souls for finding those 4 souls. So, depart. And then get ready for combat. We're now in the underworld. So I guess the nether underworld, not quite sure. In which case, now we're at the cathedral. So go north and speak to Raska, the first Necromancy. Right here, he says, first, you were too late to stop me from rising an army. Now, you are too early to defeat me because we are not yet 99 or 120 Necromancy. He's like, your sense of timing needs a little bit of improvement. You'll need to work on that. It's like, I'm just in time to wipe that smug grin off your face. Perhaps if we showed you your hourglass, you'll see how little time you have left. It's like, stop ignoring me. It's like, oh, you're still here? Let's engage. In which case, we will be fighting the first of the 2 bosses that is released with Necromancy, and that will be the NPC right behind him. Hermod, Spirit of War, level 732. And then after the dialogue, you want to pray, overload. Now we attack the boss. He only has 100,000 health, luckily. And I am using an AFK Revolution bar ++, which should make this boss fight a little bit easier. So for me, for instance, I put Command Skeleton Warrior, Vengeful Ghost, Death Skulls, Soul Sap, Touch of Death, Valley of Souls, Finger of Death, the Necromancy. I believe this is like a scythe looking attack. Spectral Scythe, which, wait, I think I put the wrong ability there. Bloat, and then Blood Siphon, which, there we go, he will spawn a minion. You want to kill him, if he does spawn, and he will spawn another Armored Phantom. In doing so, we have defeated the boss. As you can tell, that was extremely easy. I don't even know why I said to bring food. So, speak to Raska. Say, very good. I may have underestimated you. But keep in mind, the boss fight may be a little bit hard depending on your Necromancy, level, as I am level 84 because I've been doing a lot of AFK lately, and then I'm able to focus on quests and such because they do take quite a long time to do, and it is pretty laggy with all of the players. So we'll be right back at Karen, so speak to her. He's like, huh, you managed to defeat Hermod, the first of the 2 bosses. In which case, she'll say, oh, thank you, and then she'll be happy to bring us back and forth to him. So with that, you have completed the quest Spirit of War, which you get a 45,000 Necromancy lamp, a Hermod plate, access to the boss fight, you have access to her fairy system, we are able to learn further Death School ability, and we have an option to upgrade our weapons from tier 60 to tier 70. With that, thank you all so much for watching this quest guide on the Spirit of War. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help.